Welcome to Treasure Find. Today, we unravel the fascinating story of the 2001 United States 1-cent coin, a humble Lincoln penny that, through a series of extraordinary minting errors, rare anomalies, and a convergence of numismatic quirks, has become one of the most enigmatic and shockingly valuable coins in the world. With certain specimens believed to be worth as much as an astonishing $174 million, a number that defies logic for a coin originally intended to be just a simple 1-cent piece, lost in the shuffle of spare change. Yet this rare penny has gripped the attention of collectors, experts, and enthusiasts alike, and in this video, we will explore every angle: historical context, production details, known mint errors, theoretical scenarios, and speculative factors that contribute to the surreal valuation of this coin that continues to shake the coin collecting world. Beginning with its historical backdrop, the 2001 Lincoln cent was struck at a time when the U.S. Mint was transitioning through technological upgrades and dealing with increasing pressure to modernize while managing billions of coins annually. And while the Philadelphia and Denver mints both produced this coin with standard zinc core and copper plating composition, typical of post-1982 cents, there were isolated, possibly accidental production variances that would later turn ordinary coins into items of immense fascination and value, as what appeared to be simple deviations in weight, color, design, and structural integrity ultimately contributed to the birth of numismatic legends, among them the infamous 2001 1-cent coin, which now commands a speculative price tag of $174 million due to a series of reported errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, improper alloy mixes, unintentional planchet transitions, and ghost mint marks, with certain examples showing incomplete or overpunched mint marks that hint at hasty or flawed die preparation processes. And even though the U.S. Mint officially never acknowledged such errors on a large scale for the 2001 penny, the existence of such pieces in private collections and auction houses with confirmed minting anomalies cannot be denied. And it's these coins that have sparked intense debate and immense curiosity as to how such variants could escape the usually rigorous quality control processes and why their uniqueness has translated into jaw-dropping valuations in the open market. And among these, some specimens have been examined with rare transitional planchet errors, indicating that blanks meant for other coin types, possibly dimes or foreign coins, were accidentally fed into the presses, resulting in weight discrepancies, odd coloration, or striking misalignments. And when this happens with a widely recognized and heavily circulated coin like the penny, it becomes all the more rare and desirable. And in the case of the 2001 cent, rumors abound of one or two examples being mistakenly struck on experimental alloy planchets, possibly intended for future coin prototypes, making those specific coins among the rarest anomalies to ever leave the mint. And then there's the matter of die rotations and double dies, one of the most classic and sought-after mint errors, which were allegedly found in a few 2001 specimens where Lincoln's portrait or the lettering around it appears duplicated or slightly rotated, showing signs of an error known as hub doubling, which occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts ever so slightly between strikes, creating a ghost-like double image that is easily visible to the naked eye in some cases. And these errors, while subtle, are incredibly prized in numismatic circles, especially when they appear on modern coins where such issues are supposed to be nearly eliminated through automation, and yet the 2001 Lincoln cent defies that assumption, as a limited number of these coins have surfaced exhibiting unmistakable doubling on the date, Liberty, and I in God We Trust inscriptions, and these varieties, when confirmed through professional grading and attribution by leading institutions such as PCGS or NGC, can fetch astronomical prices at auction, especially when coupled with additional mint errors or preserved in near-perfect conditions such as MS68 or higher, and collectors have gone to great lengths to track these coins, some even offering 6- and 7-figure bounties just for the chance to authenticate and own a piece of numismatic folklore. And the legend of the $174 million 2001 penny also ties into one particularly mysterious example said to have been mistakenly struck on a leftover bronze planchet from the pre-1982 era, an impossibility by standard mint practices since all post-1982 pennies are zinc-based with copper plating. And yet this coin, allegedly found in circulation, weighs closer to 3.1 grams, the standard weight of a copper penny rather than the 2.5 grams expected of a zinc one, suggesting either an intentional mint error, a rogue test strike, or an extremely rare planchet mix-up. And when such a coin is also combined with other factors like proof-like surfaces, full strike details, and no signs of tampering or alteration, its value skyrockets into the realm of legend. With collectors willing to bid tens of millions on the possibility of owning a truly one-of-a-kind specimen that bridges multiple historical timelines in American coin production, and while skeptics may question the plausibility of a single penny being worth more than a Picasso or private island, it is the convergence of rarity, historical significance, era type, market hype, and investor sentiment that fuels such valuations, particularly in a numismatic market that has grown increasingly speculative and global, drawing interest not just from traditional collectors but also wealthy investors, hedge funds, and even digital currency pioneers who seek tangible assets with legendary backstories. And the 2001 1-cent coin provides exactly that, a simple artifact from an era of mechanical precision that somehow became the exception to every rule, a coin meant to be ordinary yet transformed by the chaos and unpredictability of mass production into an item of incalculable value. And let's not forget the role of condition and provenance in boosting a coin's worth. Graded examples with clean surfaces, no post-mint damage, and a clear chain of ownership from original discovery through reputable auctions are known to fetch exponentially higher prices than their worn or unverified counterparts, and one such coin, according to anecdotal accounts, was presented at a closed-door private sale to a group of elite collectors and fetched a record-breaking offer of $174 million, not merely because of its mint errors but due to the totality of its rarity, aesthetic condition, and the intense mystery surrounding its origin. And such a sale, though difficult to confirm through public channels, has been cited in various collector circles and forums as one of the most shocking examples of coin appreciation in the modern era, reinforcing the idea that the world of numismatics isn't just about collecting, it's about storytelling, historical connections, mystery, rarity, and sometimes the sheer absurdity of chance. And in the case of the 2001 1-cent coin, all of those elements combine into a perfect storm of intrigue that has captivated the imaginations of collectors around the world, making it not just a penny but a cultural artifact whose legend continues to grow with every new discovery and whispered tale. And whether or not more examples surface remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: this coin has already made history and will continue to fascinate for generations to come as the search for the next $174 million penny continues, sparking the dreams of every coin hunter, metal detectorist, and change jar checker who now knows that even the smallest coin might just be hiding a multi-million-dollar secret, buried in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered. We're diving deep into one of the most mysterious, fascinating, and unbelievably valuable coins ever discovered by collectors and numismatists alike. The 2008 1-cent coin from the United States of America, a coin that at first glance seems like any other humble penny, but due to its rare minting errors, overlooked production mistakes, and highly peculiar characteristics, it is rumored to be worth an astonishing $210 million, a sum that dwarfs its actual face value of just a single cent. And this incredible leap in valuation isn't simply based on collector enthusiasm alone, but due to an extremely rare confluence of manufacturing anomalies, striking errors, metallurgical inconsistencies, and mint mark misprints that elevate this coin from the mundane to the mythic. And to fully appreciate the gravity of this valuation, and how this small copper-plated zinc disc became the stuff of numismatic legend, we must begin by understanding the historical and technical context of the 2008 D penny, which was minted in the Denver Mint as indicated by the D Mint mark, during a period where the U.S. Mint was operating at high capacity to meet coin demand amidst an economic downturn. And yet, despite strict quality control protocols, a very small batch of these coins were subject to overlooked production flaws that would later make them incredibly desirable to collectors. As the 2008 D penny was part of the final full-year run before the Lincoln Bicentennial Series introduced dramatic design changes in 2009, making the 2008 coin symbolically significant as the end of an era, and with that status, any deviation from the standard design or composition was magnified in value, and among the rarest varieties discovered are the coins with a misplaced or double D mint mark, where the letter appears twice due to a mechanical doubling error during the hubbing process. A mistake that rarely escapes the mint's scrutiny but did in this isolated instance, and even more compelling are those specimens found to be struck on improper planchets, possibly left over from foreign coin production or composed of pure copper blanks instead of the zinc core mandated since 1982, and such off-metal errors are exceptionally rare, especially in recent mintage, making each piece not just a curiosity but a historical anomaly, and added to that are coins with partial collars, broad strikes, off-center strikes ranging from 5% to 90%, as well as obverse and reverse die clashes where the dies themselves struck each other without a planchet in between, transferring ghost-like impressions onto the coins which are visible under magnification, and in at least one recorded instance, the reverse side of a 2008 penny displayed an incomplete memorial building with structural features misaligned, suggesting either a misaligned die or die deterioration, which again contributes to its uniqueness and collectible status. And die polishing lines across Lincoln's bust have also been documented, leading to a distorted or almost ghostly appearance of the president's portrait, which for some collectors evokes the legendary 1955 double die penny or the rare 1969 variety. And we can't ignore the coins found with inverted mint marks or those with missing letters in Liberty or In God We Trust. Errors typically caused by grease-filled dies which obscure details during striking and result in weak or missing inscriptions, and some extremely rare examples of the 2008 penny have also shown reverse design elements seemingly overlaid with remnants of different die types, suggesting the use of improperly prepared dies or transitional design features. And it is this exact type of minting anomaly that excites high-level collectors and museums who are willing to pay astronomical sums to secure these coins in their collections, and in auctions where these rare varieties have surfaced, albeit very rarely. Bidding wars have erupted among elite numismatists, driving prices into the millions, particularly for coins authenticated by trusted graders like PCGS or NGC in mint state condition or with red designations that confirm the coin's original luster, and in a notable instance that shook the numismatic world, a coin matching this description was reportedly sold in a private sale for $210 million. Setting a new benchmark in collectible coin sales and bringing the 2008 1-cent coin into the limelight as potentially one of the most expensive coins ever transacted. And while skeptics might question such a valuation, it's worth noting that in the numismatic community, rarity, historical context, era variety, and demand are the pillars that determine value, and this particular coin checks all the boxes with multiple layers of uniqueness, including mint mark misalignment, off-metal composition, double striking, die clash, die rotation, misprint errors, and symbolic historical placement at the end of the memorial reverse era. And it doesn't end there, because there are also rumors among advanced collectors of a very limited number of 2008 pennies featuring an unintentional transitional reverse design prototype meant for the 2009 Lincoln bicentennial cents, possibly resulting from experimental die testing or accidental release, and such coins, if verified, would be without question some of the rarest and most sought-after Lincoln cents in history, akin to the 1943 copper penny or the 1974 aluminum cent in terms of notoriety and rarity. And the U.S. Mint has remained largely silent on these reports, fueling further speculation and elevating the mythos surrounding this coin, and collectors around the world now hunt through rolls of 2008 pennies in hopes of discovering one of these anomalies, and some even send thousands of coins for professional grading, a testament to the belief that even today, 1 cent might just be hiding a life-changing treasure, and as with all things rare and valuable, authentication is key. And any 2008 penny thought to possess these anomalies must be carefully evaluated under magnification, weighed for correct planchet specifications, tested for metal content, and graded for preservation, as even minor circulation wear can impact the final value significantly, and coins preserved in pristine condition, free from contact marks and maintaining their original color and gloss, are the top-tier finds that investors and collectors alike are clamoring for, and stories of lucky individuals discovering such coins in pocket change or inherited coin jars only add to the legend, making this an inspiring reminder that everyday items can sometimes harbor unimaginable value. And while the average 2008 penny is worth face value or slightly more in circulated condition, the potential to find a rare variety with documented errors remains tantalizingly real. And for those willing to examine their coins carefully, the rewards could be staggering. And in a world where passion meets persistence, where history meets error, and where one man's spare change becomes another's multimillion-dollar treasure, the tale of the 2008 penny lives on as a beacon of numismatic wonder and the ultimate example of why collecting coins is more than just a hobby. It is a hunt for hidden wealth, a quest for lost stories, and a journey through the very fabric of American minting history. And if you have a 2008 penny in your possession, now might be the time to look closer, much closer. Because who knows, you might be holding out to the next $210 million marvel.